Thanks for joining us. I'm Randy, and I'm joined by my colleague Alex, and we're community safety officers with the City of Calgary Fire Department. Today, we'll be presenting the NFPA's Remembering One presentation. Remembering One focuses on 8 fire safety messages and 8 fall prevention messages. Starting with fire safety, we will take you through prevention, detection, and evacuation messages to keep you safe in your home while you age in place. Let's start in the kitchen. We start in the kitchen because the number one source of residential home fires in Calgary start in the kitchen. So we want to remind you that when you're cooking, never leave the stove unless you turn it off. So if the doorbell rings, a phone rings, or you have to go to another room, please make sure you turn off the heat before leaving what you're cooking. Always want to make sure that you wear tight-fitting clothes with no loose sleeves to avoid burns or clothes catching fire. Make sure to remind you to wear oven mitts when handling hot pots or pans. And if food does catch fire in a pot or pan, we want to ask you to smother the pan with the lid, okay? So we want to take a lid or a cookie sheet, smother the pan, and then turn off the heat. Never move the pot or pan off the stove. It may contain boiling water, grease, or oil, and that can cause severe burns. Once you turn off the stove, leave the room, call 911, and the fire department will come and we can take a look to make sure that it's safe for you. Also, final point is please do not do any cooking if you're feeling drowsy or have tried any new medications that you don't know what type of side effects they induce. From there, we're going to move to smoking safety, and I'll pass it over to Alex.
Thanks, Randy. The next thing we're going to talk about is smoking. Smoking is a common cause of fire in the home. So if you do smoke, you want to make sure you smoke outside. You want to remind everyone to use large, sturdy ashtrays whenever you're doing any type of smoking, and make sure that the cigarettes or cigars are fully extinguished before disposal. So you want to wet cigarette butts and ashes before you throw them out. Make sure you're never smoking while you're in bed. We also want to remind you that if you do use medical oxygen, make sure you never smoke while using that oxygen. You want to make sure that unit is completely off, and to remind you to smoke outside as well. Another common fire hazard in the home are space heaters. So we want to remind everyone to keep items that can burn at least 3 feet or 1 meter away from space heaters. As well as when you have them plugged in, make sure they're plugged directly into a wall outlet. Avoid the use of extension cords or power bars, and make sure that unit is plugged right into the wall. Finally, make sure you have them shut off and unplugged when you go to bed or if you leave the room.
The previous 3 messages focused on prevention. Smoke alarms focus on detection, and smoke alarms save lives. Make sure to have working smoke alarms on every level of your home, inside the bedrooms and outside the sleeping quarters. Interconnected smoke alarms are the best option for a home because when one sounds, they all sound. Make sure that everyone knows and can hear the smoke alarm if it goes off. So please have someone test your smoke alarms once a month and change the batteries once a year. Smoke alarms have a 10-year lifespan. So if they are 10 years or older, they need to be replaced. The Calgary Fire Department has a program for seniors and people with disabilities to help assist in replacing and testing smoke alarms. If you need help in your home, please call 311 and put in a request for the Calgary Fire Department to come and help you.
So we've talked about our key messages of prevention and detection. Now we move on to the third key message of evacuation. So what to do if you actually have an emergency in your home. So you want to make sure you plan and practice your home escape plan. You need to know 2 ways out of every room in your home, and make sure that any of the windows and doors can open easily from the inside. If you hear an alarm, make sure you get out and stay out. It's important to plan your escape around your abilities. Always sleep with your door closed. This can give you more time to escape by limiting fire spread within your home and the spread of any poisonous smoke. You want to ensure that you have a telephone next to your bed, so if you are trapped by smoke or fire, you're able to call for help. Ensure you also have other items next to your bed that you might need, such as your glasses, any medications, and if you use a mobility aid, such as walkers, scooters, or canes. Not everyone can hear smoke alarms, so there are specialized assistive equipment that can alert you in case of a fire. Deaf and Hear Alberta can help support you with finding the right device for you.
As Alex mentioned, it's important to have a home escape plan so you can get out safely in the event of a fire. Once you're out of your home, it's very important to call 911 to get the fire department there as quickly as possible. If you cannot get out of your room and are forced to shelter in place, have a phone nearby so you can call from within your home.
And this brings us to our final fire safety message: to stop, drop, and roll. So in the event that your clothes catch on fire, you want to stop what you're doing, get to the ground safely, cover your face with your hands, and roll back and forth until the flames are out. If you use a mobility aid such as a wheelchair, a scooter, or other device, make sure you lock that device before getting to the ground and rolling those flames out. If you do have any burns, make sure you cool that burn under cool running water for 3 to 5 minutes and get medical help right away.
We've just shared 8 fire safety messages centering around prevention, detection, and evacuation that will keep you safe in the event of a fire. Now we're going to share with you how a Calgary family applied these messages to keep them safe when they had a fire.
Well, we were woken early in the morning to not a pleasant sound of the fire alarm going off, and immediately we smelled smoke. I had left the room and immediately you could see the flames coming through the floor on the main level.
Within the time that the alarm went off to the time that we got outside was less than a minute, and not being able to see because the smoke was so bad coming outside of the house was less than 5.
If there's a lot of smoke, go lower down and always touch the handle before you open it. And if it's hot, don't go out the door.
First thing was to get everybody out. Everything else is possessions, but we had to get the children. You do not have any time to spare. The fires, they spread so fast. Like say in our case, it was a matter of minutes and you couldn't be in that house anymore. So get yourself up, get whoever's in the house out, and get out as quickly and as safely as possible.
Definitely get low if there's too much smoke. Have at least 2 ways to get out of every room in case one is blocked. Have a meeting spot.
In the end, we lost everything. There's just stuff. It's just stuff. I got my kids out. So other people, just go, just get out, and make sure you have smoke detectors, because I don't think that we would have gotten out had it not been for us being woken up by them.
We shift our attention now to fall prevention. Falls are the leading cause of injuries amongst seniors, accounting for 67% of all injuries reported. 95% of hip fractures were due to a fall, and 40% of all nursing home admissions are a direct result of falling. We're going to talk about how to get up from a fall. So if you've fallen, you're on the ground, you want to roll onto your side and crawl towards a sturdy piece of furniture, such as a chair. Once you're over there, you can get yourself up into a kneeling position and lean against that chair. Then you want to bring one knee forward so you can firmly plant your foot on the ground. And then using both your arms and legs, you can push yourself up so you can slide your bottom into that chair. Once you're in that chair, you can sit and just rest for a little bit until you get your bearings, get your balance back before trying to move.
The first fall prevention method that we endorse is exercising regularly. Exercise can build strength, improve your coordination, and your balance. Tai Chi is an example of an activity that can help build balance and reduce your risk of falling. Please ask your doctor about the best physical exercise for you. The City of Calgary has various facilities and recreational programs designed for our seniors. Please consult calgary.ca for programs geared towards you. Whether exercising or moving about your home, it's important to wear sturdy, well-fitting shoes. Low-heeled shoes with non-slip soles are the best option for you. These are much safer than high-heeled shoes, thick-soled shoes, slippers, or stockings on your feet. It's also important to take your time. Take your time when getting up from chairs. Sit for a moment before you get out of bed, and stand and get your balance before you begin to walk. It's also important to be aware of all the surroundings in your home. As we are aware of our surroundings, it's important to be aware of uneven surfaces around the home. Throw rugs must have rubber non-skid backing. Smooth out any wrinkles or folds in your carpeting, and be aware of uneven sidewalks and pavements outdoors. Ask a friend to clear ice or snow from walkways. You can also access the Snow Angels program with the City of Calgary by referencing calgary.ca.
Our next safety message is to keep walking areas and stairs clear. Be sure to remove any tripping hazards, which can include electrical cords, other types of shoes or clothing, or any other types of hazards that can be in your way. Stairways should be well lit from the top to the bottom and have easy to grip handrails installed at full lengths of the stairs on both sides. Poor vision can increase your chance of falling, so improve the lighting around your home. This would include the use of night lights to light the path between your bedroom or any bathrooms. Turn on the lights before using the stairs, and be sure to see an eye specialist at least once a year to assess for any vision changes. Wet surfaces increase your risk of falling. Install non-slip mats and grab bars in any showers and bathtubs to improve your safety. Wipe up any spills immediately.
Thank you for joining us for Remembering When, our fire and fall prevention program designed to keep you safe at home. But we want to keep you safe while you're out enjoying the community. Every week, 4 older adults are reported missing in the city of Calgary. The Calgary Fire Department and other local agencies are working hard to raise awareness for this issue and to provide resources for families and caregivers. Searching for a missing older adult is an emergency. Call 911.
I've got myself turned around. I think I was supposed to meet someone for lunch. No, I just need to think. Where was I going for lunch? Who was meeting me?
This is my mom. Dementia was the last thing we thought would happen to her.
I'm so embarrassed. I don't know which way to walk. I know I've done something wrong. Nothing looks familiar.
When I was young, Mom always kept us safe.
You okay?
No,
What's wrong?
I don't know where I am.
Oh, what's your name?
I don't know.
Now, she could use your help.
Can I help you?